Welcome, welcome to Royal Court where kings and queens hold court. I'm DJ Drumtastic.
Troy Everett.
Y'all, today, we don't even know what the hell we're gonna talk about. We just decided to come on and just go. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna start off by saying, hmm, how was your Thanksgiving, Troy?
man, fuck Thanksgiving.
That's what I said. My stomach was all bubbly, and after a couple of days, I'm like, and then my wife had a little something where the kids came by, and then she made a turkey and dressing
Oh
all over it.
man,
So
fuck
I'm
them
like,
kids. My mom won today. We just here talking shit.
Joy, what did you have for Thanksgiving? Didn't you say you had Taco
Chinese?
Bell?
No, we had Chinese. I was like, man,
Y'all
I don't
ordered
feel
out?
like, yeah. So there's this Chinese place, uh,
Okay.
Oriental. What was it called? Oriental Bistro. It's really good. They got really good food. Thank you guys for
Well,
being open to Thanksgiving. Hope you're open on Christmas because I don't feel like cooking shit.
I don't know what we're doing for Christmas. I don't really do Christmas too much. I only do Christmas when you have little kids, and I don't have no
Right.
little kids. I got grandchildren, but I ain't their parents.
Right.
So
I have my
I get them
grandchildren's.
one gift.
I'm going to do Christmas, for the grandchildren and everything. Other than that, man, I'm so over this traditional bullshit that we follow every year that doesn't even mean shit. It's
Nope.
supposed to be celebrating Christ, and none of this shit has anything to do with Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. It's all pagan religions mixed into one, and we celebrate it.
They're
We call it
celebrating
Christmas.
gifts. They're
Yeah, celebrate.
celebrating gifts.
Yep.
And people out here don't really have no money, but they is breaking themselves to buy Christmas gifts. I wish I would be like light bill Christmas presents.
Oh, you ain't getting shit. Santa had a heart attack, and he's at the North Pole. He
No,
took the
listen.
year off.
So when my daughter was young, as we both were single parents,
Hmm.
my daughter used to always talk about Santa. And one day I was just like, I don't know what I was going through. I was like,
Santa
ain't
ain't
no
real.
Santa.
I remember you
I'm
did that.
Santa. Remember that?
Yep,
I buy
I
your
remember that.
gifts. I ain't gonna let no other man take the credit for me buying you gifts. My daughter went to school and was telling all the kids. The teacher called me and was like, "Did you tell Marche?" I said, "Yeah, I did. I work hard and I go buy her what she wants and needs for Christmas." And the lady was just like, I said, "I'm sorry." So I had to tell her, don't tell other kids that because they don't understand and blah, 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 blah. But my daughter is 32 today, actually. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Marche.
Jay.
And she loves Christmas.
Yeah,
She'll have a Christmas tree up. She don't believe in Santa. She just likes the way the holiday makes her feel.
yeah. And I
So
think a lot of people like the holiday seasons, but shit, the holiday seasons for some people is really fucking rough.
it
It's the worst
is.
time, man, for suicides, for depression, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of bad things happen during the holidays. It's
A
just
lot.
weird, man. The closer we get to holidays, loved ones start to disappear. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, you know, I don't know what it
People
is.
depressed because they don't
Hmm.
have their parents or whoever passed away. They don't have the money. So they're
Hmm.
looking at buying gifts. Well, you don't have the money. The best gift is calling somebody up and saying Merry Christmas or buy them a card. You know what my daughter does every Christmas?
What's that?
She sends out Christmas cards to a whole bunch of people in the family, put pictures in it, and signs
Mhm.
my name, of course, from me and her.
Right.
But I guess I wasn't supposed to tell that. But she does that, and that makes her feel good. She's like, Daddy, we got these cards, and then we also go pick ornaments.
Hmm.
Like in October, she come get me, and we go pick out ornaments. So I got new ornaments every year to put on the tree. So
That's
I
awesome.
guess it depends on how you grew up
Right.
and how you feel. But for some people, giving just makes them feel good. But one thing we need to stop, people, we need to stop only getting together as family on these blown out holidays.
Right. Because it's all a trap. Gas prices go up, travel expenses go up around the holidays. It's an
Hmm.
economic trap for those who are trapped in traditional holidays.
Hmm.
You think about it, man. I mean, gas was just down here was
Two
just
something.
two something, right? Just two something.
Now here is 319.
Right, it goes up.
It
Well,
went
here
from
we are in the holiday season, and they say that has to do with the prices of trading. No, man, it just kind of
bullshit.
yeah, it happens right when everybody needs to travel or wants to travel. So
Plane tickets. I know somebody
everything,
just wanted to go not too far from here, and they was like, the plane tickets was like doubled, went
right?
from $75 to $200.
That's crazy, man.
Yes, and they were just doing a one way there, one way back, which sometimes the one way is cheaper to go and come back. You just get one way each way, but
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck Christmas.
it's ridiculous. New
That's what,
Year, so
man.
from
Yeah,
from what, October all the way to the beginning of the year. Let's not forget all the New Year's Eve hoopla, the shooting
hmm,
the guns, going to party, and all that. I mean, a lot of people go into the new year still doing the same old shit.
well,
But they be done. Oh, it's a new year. I'm about to do it. It's gonna be different. What's gonna be different?
nothing's going to be different. You're celebrating on the same day, and you're saying the same things you did last year. I mean, just repeating everything.
Oh, and they
That's
getting
why
together. They New Year's Eve. What's the New Year's Eve meal? I'm 56 and I
I don't
still
know.
don't know because I don't do it. What is it? Collard greens and
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
black eyed
But I don't want
peas.
to see another soul food for about the next 6 months. I'm good on the macaroni and all that, and I really
Oh
don't
yeah,
eat it too much. But
yeah.
it was good. It was good though.
Was it good?
Yeah, one thing I don't like turkey a few days later because, in my opinion, to me, it stinks.
Yeah, it does. It'll stick
After
up your whole
two,
refrigerator.
it does. It stinks. It really does. Even if you cut it up and put it in a bowl and throw the bone, whatever they call it, away, it still has that smell.
Yeah.
You're like,
Speaking of food, what about chitlins? You eat chitlins?
hell no. I had them one time in my entire life. They was okay, but the way they smell before they're cooked, I can't do it.
Yeah, I had chitlins one time in my life also. First and last time. It's some fucking disgusting shit. For all you who eat chitlins, Sharif, Reef Beats, you a nasty motherfucker, man.
Chitlins smell like a bad vagina smell.
Man, you actually have to clean the shit out of the chitlins before you cook them.
No way, Jose.
So when they talk about cleaning the chitlins, that's what they're doing. They're cleaning the shit out of it. That's just nasty. You eating an asshole. You are asshole eaters.
Why do we still eat that? That was introduced during slavery.
Right,
Why do we still? Well, they gave it to us and we just made it out of a meal, but we
right.
don't have to make meals. We don't have to eat that.
Again, it goes back to tradition. Just like we celebrate Christmas, just like we celebrate Halloween. It's a Eurocentric. Uh, I'm saying Eurocentric because that's what the Europeans gave us to eat. That's not what our diet was. When we came from Africa, that's not what we were eating. That's what we were
No,
forced to eat. And here in America, we still eat the same shit that the slave owners said we, could only eat was the bad parts of the pig and all that,
yeah,
just the stuff that they wouldn't eat. Yeah. And it just has to go about tradition. That's why I can't stand tradition. I do not like tradition. There's some things in tradition that you can keep, but there's some things we do traditionally just because we do it.
yep. Something that I see all the time. That since you said tradition, I'm gonna call it tradition. Is eating that McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Do you know that? I ain't gonna say Wendy's or McDonald's. I mean Burger King. McDonald's line be around the corner. People, why are we still eating McDonald's when we know the food is no good? It's fake. You can leave a burger in the car for a month and it don't go mold. It don't, a
Mm-mm.
fry. I just found a fry in my wife's car and the fry looked so good I was going to eat it. It didn't turn no colors. People, what are we doing? McDonald's. Ugh. If
I,
I
I,
eat something there, it'll be the French fries or a fillet of fish, but that is barely.
yeah, I think it's because for one, it's cheap, and two, it's
It ain't cheap
convenient.
no more. Them
It's
meals ain't $3.99; they $12 now.
yeah. Well, all those have got the what do you call them? The like the I don't know what they call them, but the menu on the side where you get the chicken
A dollar
sandwich.
menu.
Yeah, like the dollar menu. You get a chicken sandwich for $1.99. You know what I mean? It's
I
not
used to
real chicken, but
no.
you can get a chicken sandwich for $1.99, and I think
I
that's
used to
why
eat
it's cheap and convenient.
I used to eat McDonald's all the time. But as I've gotten older, and you hear like you think about it, if it wasn't for social media, there's a
Mhm.
lot of stuff we wouldn't know what food is bad. We wouldn't see all this stuff that we're seeing now. Like, wow! Like when they show you how they prepare food in the warehouse, and you looking like
I'm
the
eating that shit.
machines that it's going through. That mm,
Well, it's like you were talking about earlier, the fake crab and the fake, what do you call them?
lobster,
Scallops. Yeah,
yes,
lobster. Fake
it's
lobsters,
all
fake
some
crab.
type of it's all some type of fish or seafood that is fake or it ain't what it's supposed to be.
Right.
So you paying $20 for one lobster.
Yeah, unless you
What they do,
cracking that thing open.
they glue the imitation meat together and stuff it in there. I don't
I
know,
don't
man.
know. I don't know what they
How
do.
do we know what it is?
Even when you
We
go to
don't.
Publix and they got the sushi. I love sushi. They got sushi and they got imitation crab meat. What is it? Why does
Yeah,
it look like a crab? Why? What is imitation crab meat? I don't get that one. I usually
the
get the
texture
California rolls.
ain't the texture the same as
Nah,
crab? Even though I don't really eat crab anymore.
I
Crab
don't
legs
really
are
eat
too much
crab.
work.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to
Yeah.
eat that stuff anyways.
No, you're supposed to be everything in moderation, no
Right.
matter what it is, because it's no good for us anyway. I was just looking at this thing where it shows the US, what's in the food, and it's about that long of a list. And then you get to another country and it's this small, and all that riboflavin and stuff you can't pronounce is not even in the
No.
food in other countries.
Yeah, there's other countries. There's like, what was it? The other day I was watching other countries you can't get like Coca-Cola products.
Mm-mm.
They don't
It's
sell that
not
good.
good.
Yeah, it's not good.
Nope.
Or Mountain Dew.
Nope. Too much sugar, too much. And I don't too much drink soda, maybe once a month. No sweet tea. I'm water,
Oh yeah, water.
water, water, water. That's all I drink. And you could tell the difference. Um, People, we need to know about that sugar. Remember, we had the show, is sugar a killer or whatever? And it
Yeah,
is.
sugar. Sugar is definitely a problem. It's
It's
more
a problem.
addictive. Yeah, it's more addictive than cigarettes. Can you
You know,
imagine that?
sometimes I'll go through my binge where I want something sweet. So, you know what
Yeah.
I do? I just go get some oranges or some grapes or some fruit because I grew up where sweets was like, after every meal, you got some apple pie, some cookies, or something.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, it's a tradition, like you said. Having dessert
It's a,
after dinner is a tradition.
yeah, or culture. Sometimes our culture needs to change. Like we don't need to be eating. I mean, African American community suffers from high blood pressure, heart disease. Why? It's because of the shit we eat.
Hmm.
Uh, fried foods. I mean, all the pork.
Everything.
All the pork's not good for you, man. What Malcolm say? That's a filthy beast.
But wait a minute. You think about this. All the animals are filthy.
Hmm.
What's the pig do different that the other animals don't do? They be in the dirt, they be in mud. I know a pig is more like a catfish. It's a
Pig will
bottom.
eat anything.
Yes.
A pig will eat anything. You could put a dead corpse in there and they'll fucking eat that. Pig will eat anything. So animals don't like cows. They only eat grass.
Nope. You're right. You're right.
That's all they eat is grass. Another thing is milk. Why do we drink milk?
The animals don't drink the milk. The cow won't drink his own milk.
Now think about this. The biggest animal in the world is what? Land animal. It's an elephant, right?
Hmm.
The elephant drinks the mother's milk so it can gain all of that weight, right? It's got a lot of weight to
Right?
gain. But then after that, what does an elephant eat?
That's a
Vegetables.
good question.
Vegetables. They eat tree bark. They don't go back and drink the milk. We're the
Right?
only species that continues to drink milk
Yeah.
after our adolescence. That's kind
I
of
can't.
fuck. That's weird, man. That's weird.
I don't drink milk. And I used to drink milk, cereal, peanut butter and jelly. Gotta have some milk.
Yeah, I can't do
I haven't
milk
had
anymore.
milk in years. I tried the almond milk, and it's too sweet. What, they just pour a
Yeah.
pound of sugar in that?
Depending on what kind you get, because there's some sweetened almond milk. If you get the almond milk that's has the vanilla flavor, that's sweet. If you just get the raw almond milk, it's not
Okay.
sweet at all. That's what I
Okay.
use when I make my smoothies. Is the raw almond milk.
Yeah, so I try to do a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. I fall off sometimes. My significant other, she likes to eat. So
Yeah,
I have to stay focused on how I'm gonna eat. And she likes to eat ham, pork, whatever. My wife go to the Mexican restaurant and get her a nice steak with the beans and the rice, and I'm just like,
there's nothing wrong
I
with
never
that, but
had a
in
I
moderation.
never
You
had
know
a
what I mean?
whole steak. I never had a whole steak at a Mexican restaurant. I either get tacos, burritos, or fajitas. That's it. I got my look. I got my traditional shit I like to eat, and I'm trying to break out of tradition.
Right, right. And you
But you
can't
know,
make.
you like what you like.
Yeah, you don't. You like what you like, and you got plate. You got some things you just like the taste of.
That's it. That's it.
No, yeah, fruit. We got to eat more fruits and vegetables. That's what I've been trying to do. It's hard. The biggest problem for
It
me
is.
is sugar. Sugar. I'm
Me too,
addicted to sugar.
man.
There
Look.
could be I could go days without sugar, and then all of a sudden I'm
Oh
buying
man,
20
don't say
donuts.
it.
I'm
Don't
buying
say
20
it.
donuts, and it's like you gotta get back what you lost in sugar. You know what I
You
mean?
know those Haagen Dazs
Oh,
ice
don't.
cream bars with
Yeah, we're not
the
gonna talk.
nuts in them?
Oh, those are
Listen,
delicious.
you know, you get the 3-pack. So I'm like, I don't need it, but I'm looking at it in the store and they didn't have the ones I wanted. They had the ones with the caramel swirl. I'm like, no, now I wanted it. So I went to another store, found the 3-pack, and ate two of them. Ate
Oh
one
man,
early and one later. Yes, it is very addicting because you will go hunt it down.
yeah,
You
yeah. You
will.
gotta stay
Sugar,
away from that
sugar,
sugar.
sugar. Mm, causes cancer and all kind of stuff.
Sugar is the worst thing for your body. Absolute worst thing for your body.
And I be thinking this, okay, if I eat a lot of sugar, I already drink a lot of water, so I'm gonna just pee out the sugar. That's what I be saying to myself.
Yeah,
Oh
only if it
yeah.
worked that way.
Anything to
Only
try
if
to
it
make you
worked
feel
that way.
better. Leave the sugar alone. And it's hard, you guys. They have put it in us. You think about it. We was giving our kids those, what's them things that you peel the straw off the front and poke it in there?
Oh, Capri Suns.
Man, that stuff got so much sugar. You guys, let's think about the stuff we were giving our kids when they were young.
That's why they're
Everything
crazy.
that's no good. McDonald's, all the kids like the McDonald's chicken nuggets. Them things are so fake.
Yeah.
Everything that we give them, the chips and all that. And I like chips, but I only eat tortilla chips now with some salsa. I don't do regular potato chips. If I do, it's the baked ones.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the sodium in those is like a chain. Potato chips, that's bad. Again, you sit there and eat a whole bag of potato chips, not
yeah,
even
it's
realizing.
tradition. It's pushed in your face. They know once you eating the way you eat, it's hard to get away. Like I like a good hamburger,
Yeah.
and I may have one once every couple of weeks, but
Hmm.
I like a good hamburger. I mean, I just really do. I was doing turkey for the longest, but I was like,
Let me get a hamburger.
turkey's mushy and it stank to me. So I went back to the ground beef. Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
So good. Mm. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's get off the food thing. But
Yeah.
this
Before it
is a
makes us want to get a sugar binge.
okay. So what you gonna have this morning for breakfast?
I don't do breakfast.
Well, I'm gonna have a kiwi,
Mhm.
some oranges, and that's breakfast.
Yeah.
Now for lunch, I might end up having maybe a salad. I got a rotisserie chicken. I might have a little bit of that. And then I really only eat a meal a day where I'm gotten my, some meat, some vegetables, and then I also make sure I eat some fruit with every meal. I
Yeah,
don't
see
all
that
the time, but I try to.
that's where I got to get better at. I do too. I also do like one meal a day, and throughout the day, like in the morning, I'll drink coffee, which I got to stop doing that.
Get you some
But
tea.
yeah, I'm gonna switch over to tea, but I drink coffee, and coffee. When I drink the coffee, you don't get hungry. It
Okay.
it doesn't well for me. I'm not hungry, so I go till 2, 3 o'clock before I really even eat anything. But when I do eat something, it might be I'll grab a vegetable stick out the refrigerator or something like that, a granola bar. It's a snack, and then later in the evening, 5, 6 o'clock, that's when I have my meal. Then I don't eat nothing for the rest of the day, unless I have one of those damn sugar attacks. Then I run up to the gas station, get
You know what?
damn sugar.
Get you a Hershey with almonds or something,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
almond joy or something. All right, you guys.
Snickers.
I'm getting hungry talking about the food.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up, and you can take some of that out anyway. But anyway, let's talk about Mr. Puff Daddy and
Oh,
all the
this
stuff.
guy.
And Aaron Hall now he under fire. And
Oh yeah.
who else?
Aaron
Andre
Hall admitted
Reyes.
it.
Everybody.
He
Who?
admitted it. He was like, "Hey, they know how I f.
Yes.
They know how
Yes.
I f.
It's
They
fucking
see
hard to
me
know.
f."
They see me at work. Columbus Short also came. I don't know if he was joking, but he was like, "Yeah, Diddy called me at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was in the bed with my wife. He said, 'Yeah, I didn't see you at the BET Awards. I'm over here at a suite at the wherever.'" And he was like, "Oh, who there with you?" He said, "I'm by myself." I'm like, Columbus Short, I hope you ain't just talking because we ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah,
But
look, Diddy's been
it's
suspect for a long time, man. Come on, 50's been putting him on blast for years. He just says things that are fruity. He says some things that are fruity. He just
he
don't know
asked
they're
me to.
fruity.
He said I'll take me. He wanted to take me shopping.
Nigga, what you say? What this nigga say to me?
But here's the bad thing about it. Let's just say if nothing happens, he pays out a couple of dollars here and there. He's tainted. Now
Oh
nobody's
yeah.
not going to work with him. They're already dropping him here and there. He stepped down from his own revolt. So you know what that makes me think? You don't 100% own revolt if you stepping down.
Well, the reason he stepped down is because of the allegations. If he stays on, advertisers will pull. And that's
Okay.
not what he wants. So advertisers will pull if he stays on as the board or the owner. So he stepped down to kind of save face with the advertisers, right?
Okay.
Now this is I'm glad and I'm sad that this is happening. This is just different dynamics that's happening in the United States. Look what happened to Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons ran to Bali. You know
Yep.
what I mean? He ran to Bali because he knew he was like, oh shit, yeah,
Hmm.
I treated people bad. He was a
He knows it.
womanizer, and he knew it. That's why he left. And we haven't heard much from Uncle Russ. And he was
No.
one of my, I mean, it, out of all the businessmen in the world, that's somebody I idolized was Russell Simmons.
Hmm. And he was one of the first original CEOs of
Right.
a record label, Black
Hmm.
CEO. So he laid the blueprint down.
Right. He laid the blueprint down for all media, if you think about it, because
Hmm.
right, even before we had the Wu Tangs and the Redmans, we had Crush Groovin'.
Yep.
Right? That was his production. Crush
Yep.
Groovin'. You had who was in that movie? You had the Fat
Run
Boys. They were there.
DMC, the
Run
Fab
DMC.
Boys,
Yep.
LL.
Yep. Sheila
Hmm.
E. Uh,
Hmm.
Curtis Blow.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
You're right. They was all in that movie.
New
Salt and
Edition.
pepper. Yep.
Yep.
They
So
sure
they
was.
all those people were already in that movie. So yeah, he was a huge inspiration for me. But yeah, all those sexual allegations. He's moved to Bali. Is Diddy
But
gonna have
here's
to
the
do the
thing.
same thing?
But you think about it. There's sexual allegations that come out supposedly on everybody. Well, especially I feel like, honestly, what I feel like is attack on the black man. That's how I feel personally.
Man, if you act like
Because
an ass, I don't care who you are, black,
okay,
white, yellow. If you act like an ass, now you know damn well Diddy acted like an ass. You know
yeah,
damn well Russell
he was
Simmons.
publishing. Yeah,
eh,
I
you
agree with
know,
you.
you know damn well Diddy acted like an ass. Who else is under fire? In the black community. Man, if you don't keep your nose clean, no matter what color you are, you're gonna be attacked. You don't see nobody attacking Denzel.
No, he's married. He's been keeping his nose clean, staying out of the way. I guess, yeah, I guess you were right. But at the same time, the whole publishing thing is you signed the paper. So when Diddy says, I got receipts and this and that,
Right,
if you sign that paper and you didn't read it or you trusted him to
right.
give you the deal you thought you had, how was he wrong for that?
Uh, well, he knew
And
that. He, I think it was Jaguar Wright says he was groomed by Clive Davis, right?
I believe it.
So, at Clive Davis, how did Bad Boy Records come about when he was only an intern, right? He was only an intern at whether Electrical Record, I forgot where he was. He was just an intern, but all of a sudden
Right,
he comes out and he has a record label. He had Craig Mack, he had Biggie, um, and a few other acts to start off. Him, and she made a point. Everybody that was started with him, Heavy D, all those guys started with the Bad Boy label. How come they're
right,
all dead,
right. I seen that too.
right?
And they all supposed to have died like heart attack or something like that. It's still mysteriously how Kim Porter died,
Right.
So
And these are all accusations, and you know,
yes, so there's no proof to anything. And just because a
you know,
man pays somebody off don't mean he's guilty.
they probably didn't want to go through all the courts, but we've seen Diddy on camera act a ass. I mean, even in making the band,
Oh
Diddy's
man.
making the band, how he treated those people, and Diddy's a scumbag. Diddy's a scumbag.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
unfortunate.
personal opinion. I think he's guilty of sin, and I don't think this is. I mean, there's going to be a whole bunch more people coming out to get that money from Diddy.
My thing is he's innocent until proven guilty. I need to see some stuff because uh New York has the law where you can go back so many years and
Right.
charge somebody with that. So boom, when they drop that, then you start seeing all these allegations and where they coming from? New York.
Oh yeah.
So, is it opportunist trying to get some money? I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why. It could be that he done pissed somebody off in Hollywood and they're like, oh, okay, you think it's a game? Well, we're gonna show you something.
Right.
Because you think about it, honestly, and this is also
Other
my opinion, you can come up to anybody, any color of person, and they ain't got no money, and you say, I give you $300,000. I need you to say this and that and this and that and this and that. Who ain't gonna do it? Even if it's lies. Because what happens to the person who lies? Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. It's nothing. Like Jesse Smollett and that girl who faked their kidnapping. They get some probation or whatever, but
Yeah.
that ain't normal that you fake a kidnapping. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And
You
she
got
gonna get
some
a little bit
mental
of
issues.
time. Yes. Like why, Jesse? Why did you do that? What's so you got to think of something mentally. What's wrong? They say the girl was trying to get her boyfriend's attention or whatever, and it's like, okay, girl.
You
So
crazy.
like they always say, how they gonna take black women seriously or anybody seriously if you're making you faking on the side of the freeway, you seen a baby. I knew something went wrong. I knew something was wrong. Soon as she said something about a baby on the freeway. I'm like,
Yeah. 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 You wanted. We had talked about that on a previous show. I was like, yeah, how the fuck you see a baby doing 50 miles an hour in the middle of the night?
and where you pulled over at, you was able to walk through and end up in a subdivision.
Ah, dummy.
Dummy. dumber and dumber.
Yeah, I
For
just goes
real,
to
it's
show you that
ridiculous.
common sense is no longer common in this country, man. It's just
No,
bad. It's really bad.
it's not. And another thing I'm gonna talk about too. Everybody's a content creator, and everybody's got a podcast now.
Yeah, even we got a podcast. Everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's a content creator. But is the content that you make good? You know what I mean? I mean, we put a lot of effort and work into making ours look good. We're
Right,
continually making changes and to make it as if we're a content creator. We're not sitting there on the phone while music is playing in the background, looking at you guys while you're not saying anything.
right.
But
Because
you
that's
could
what's going
consider
on.
that as a content creator.
They do.
It's
You sit
it's
home.
just like the music scene. It's watered down. There's so many people have so much access to it that it's been watered down to where
Hmm.
somebody that sits there and looks into the camera like this is
All day,
considered a
don't say a
content
word.
creator.
Don't say a word. I'm a content creator. Why? Because you making videos and you standing there looking stupid. It is unbelievable that
Yeah,
people just pick out the blue. One day they're a content creator, next day they're a rapper. It's like, who are you?
you guys are schizophrenic, is what you are.
It's crazy out here. The world has totally changed.
Yeah,
It's woo, man. Think of
it's
the
a little.
work. Think of the workforce. You get out here. I go to some places, and the people that are working at some of these places, they're not happy at all.
Oh
They're
no.
not getting paid. They just at work because they have to be. They're not happy.
Mm-mm. No, and I think
Not at all.
that's part of the system. That's the one thing we're gonna get into in another report, man. We gotta talk about that book, man. You got to get that book, Drummer.
I'm gonna get it too. Wait a minute.
And
Wait a minute.
then
What's the name of it? What's the name of it again? Announce it again so people can hear. What is it?
it's called "Beware the Pale Horse."
Yes, I do have it written down.
Yep,
Beware the pale. Say it again.
Pale Horse.
Beware the pale horse.
This is an excellent book. We're going to probably discuss that after each of us reads it. I doubt Sharif reads it. He ain't gonna read
You
it.
know, there's a lot of interesting books out here that they know a lot of people won't read a book.
And
So if it's in a book, what do they say? If you want, what does it go? Something
if you
something.
want,
Put
if
it
you
in a
want
book.
hide, yeah, if you want to hide anything from a nigga, put it in a book.
Put it in a book.
And
Put it in a book.
that's one thing that oh, who was it? It was Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart said something about that. That's why he started to read was um, his mother sent him a book while he was on out trying to do his career, and he came into hard times. He didn't have any money, you know, so he was giving out. He was giving going to give blood, trying to do what he had to do to get money, and he called his
Wow.
mom. His mom said, he said, "Mom, I'm having a hard time." Kevin Hart. His mom said, "Are you, son? Did you read that book I gave you? It was probably a spiritual book or something like that. I can't remember." And he goes, "No, ma, I didn't. No, I didn't read the book." She goes, "Well, if you read that book, you probably wouldn't be having as hard time as you're having now." So he went to the book and he started reading it, and there was $200 in the book,
Mm.
and he had that book for 3 years.
I got some books over there that my mom gave me.
You better open them up, man. Your mom Dukes
A
might give you
book
some
about my
money.
a book about my grandmother that I haven't read, and I feel bad about that.
Yeah,
Just some other stuff because I'm not a book reader. I mean, once I open the
yeah,
book and I start reading, now if it was on the computer, I think I would read it on my phone or the computer before I would
Mhm.
actually open up a book. But I need to get myself off the computer and read the book. So the book
Yeah.
is sitting over there where I can see it. So if
I
I
think that's
see
what
it,
we should do. I mean, by a vote, how many of you guys out there would like to do a Royal Court book club where we pick one book a month, read that book,
and read
and
it,
then
that's a
and
great
at
idea.
and at the end of the month we'll have a discussion on that book. I think we should give
That's a
that a
great
try.
idea. That's a great idea because we need to read more and put these damn phones down to read. People read, but they read
Mm,
on the phones.
right.
The light's not good for you. I was looking at something the other day that showed they put the phone in the middle of looked like a SOS pad or something, and the phone rang and it showed you all the static electricity that comes out the phone, and it was sparking and all that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but
Yeah, and the blue light also. The blue lights in the
mhm,
phone keep you awake. It's hard to
yep.
get to sleep.
People
So
lay
yeah.
next to their phone, plugged in, charging, which is a no-no. This is one thing I see a lot, and when I see it, I get away. If I pull up to a gas station and you're talking on your phone,
Oh yeah.
I drive off. One time I told this guy, "Hey man, I don't think you really know, but man, being on the phone, man, is that could blow up the gas station." He said, "Man, mind your business." And I said, "You know what? I will." Got in the car and drove off and went to the next gas station because
It's on the
people don't get
sticker. It's right
it's
there on
on
the
the
sticker on
sticker.
the gas station. That the fumes
Static
from you, yeah,
electricity.
static electricity from when you answer your phone or if your ring can spark an ignition from the fumes that are coming out of your gas tank.
And then boom, you're gonna kill everybody and yourself.
Idiots.
Yeah.
That's
People
not as
don't
worse
listen.
as those people that pull up with a cigarette in their mouth and try to pump gas. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
I drive off, man. I really do. I go to the next gas station because it is stupid. And
Yeah,
you see it often that
yeah.
people are on their phone instead of saying, "Hold on, let me pump my gas," or "Let me call you back." It's 5, 10 minutes to call somebody right back. Even
Right.
having your Bluetooth around your neck and on, it's still the same thing.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
So you people
Oh
got to be.
man,
Yeah, we're
36
over
minutes.
time, man. We're over time. You guys got to be more careful on pumping gas, idiots.
Pumping gas. Watch the food that you're eating. We have to change what we eat and get away from tradition.
Yeah,
Fruits and
fuck
vegetables,
Christmas.
fruits and vegetables, fruits and vegetables. You need it. It's good for you.
And we
Lots
appreciate you
of
guys.
water.
We appreciate you guys taking the time out. We're gonna try and cut a couple more of these throughout the week. So make sure you stay tuned um, for Royal Court. Troy Everett.
DJ Drumtastic.
We'll see you next time. Peace.
Piece of hair grease.